Mars versus Venus is our must on a Friday morning. Well, if you're on social media, you would have seen a video floating around for the last couple of days where a young lady is waiting by a glass door. She said, well, my baby daddy coming to drop food for his child, but I bet he didn't bring food for all my children. So apparently, she has 4 children with the gentleman, and he is bringing food for his child.
She have 4 children.
4 children in all.
Right, and one is for that particular gentleman.
So he is bringing food,
And
McDonald's, for his child.
who is the youngest out of the bunch?
So he met her with 3 other children by
Correct.
various baby fathers. And she's upset, visibly upset, that he only bringing food for that one child. What about the others?
What about the others?
So we're asking you, Trinidad and Tobago and Ojo World, is it his responsibility to bring food for all them children?
Is he wrong or is he right?
Is he wrong or is he right?
Yeah.
What would you have done in that situation? You're buying food for everybody? Could you afford it? Could you afford to buy food for all them children? Or you taking care of your responsibility? You see what you're going on. My son hungry, my daughter hungry, whatever the case might be. I come in to bring food, I come in there. You understand? Because our $40 multiplied by 4 is 116. You might not have it every day.
She also said that her food stamps late.
Yeah.
And apparently he knows this. From the way the way that she portrayed the conversation is like he know my food stamps reaching late. We're showing up here with 1 burger and fries for. So she proceeded to the initial start of that video was the intention of going and make you out. I'm going and show the world what is we doing. Whether it's every day or every Friday he come in.
Me like how she belly food, man.
Yeah, she fling that food boy.
Watch me the cup of juice end up over the road, you know. In my opinion, this is my 2 cents here. It is an unfortunate situation, but it's not his responsibility.
It's not.
He's seen, and we don't know how far his pocket can reach.
Right, but what you have to consider too, Goofy, right, is, all right, they would have been together at some point in time, right? And those 3 children, they would have been there, right? He would have known her financial position at that time, and he would have also known that, she probably living on food stamps at that time. So when you think bust up now, and you're no longer jamming, you're no longer sharing a space together, now, the responsibilities are now left on her. Plus, she have an extra child to see about. So, me personally, if I bring KFC for my child, right, and you fling my thing in the road,
we're going to go ignorant and say, well, I ain't bringing KFC back again? Or whoever?
I will make some sort of different arrangement for my child. I'm not bringing on by you anymore. You understand? He did say that let the little boy come out and let me sit down in the car to eat, because what our concern was that small man going and sit down in front of all the children and stuff his face with a burger.
Fries come all about him out and think to
Oh, you hungry?
And
my daddy bring thing for me.
Slapping him out. But if if you in particular, Rudy, you're friendly with a woman, right? And she had 2 children from before.
Right.
We gonna say you treat that 2.
Yeah, 2.
And you come and whatever. And all the boss up.
And I know the child father and them in good. No, we just saying hypothetically.
Yeah. And it boss up.
Yeah.
All how. When she barely talking and he talking because of the child. And he message and say, Daddy, you're hungry. Alright, I come and drop some food for you that's not there. You buy food for the whole household, or you buy for small man alone?
Let me just say this first, right?
Right.
If I am with somebody, more likely I know in my nature I want to leave you in a better position than it was that it was in before.
Oh, you going for sainthood?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's how I am.
Alright,
so if I know you were struggling when I meet you, plus I get a child, even if we bust up, it shouldn't be that you're on food stamps. It really shouldn't be that you're on food stamps and you know that all the children living with the woman, you know that. So what I'm saying is,
now the economic situation in America being what it is, that is plenty, yeah?
That is plenty. Not I ain't saying not taking responsibility, but that conversation, like, all right, cool, my pocket can reach there. I would at least bring a 5 doubles, or I bring a 5 doubles, knowing me.
Because I price it.
I will not buy no McDonald's.
I'll Happy Meal is $7 out there, you know.
Yeah, I will not buy no McDonald's.
Semi-4 is $28. Like, so you it's sung like a little bit, but that's plenty money.
Yeah.
You
That's
price
a lot
of
of
gas
money.
and
That's a lot
like
of money.
every single day,
That's
a
a lot
man
of
can't
money.
afford that.
If I treat him small, man.
Yeah.
If I treat him my son and I know he with his mom and the mom taking care of him and whatever, and he know he had 3 hungry siblings, right? Who father and them in really checking for them, and I want to treat him, I come and pick him up.
Is it
Take
your
him-
responsibility
Take him somewhere.
to feed
She off bad though. She off.
your child mother's other children? You meet her, she had 2 children from before. You come and you damble yourself, and you have one with her. You go on there, your son or daughter call and say, boy, daddy, you're hungry. You go on there to job food. And you met with an attitude. So you only bring food for him alone? You only bring food for her alone? What about the others? Is that your responsibility? That's what we're asking you now.
Good morning, Ojo. Good morning, Goofy and Rudy. This is Damien listening from Grenada right now on my way to work on a wet and cloudy Friday. Ojo.
All right.
Good morning, Ojo. I don't think that it is his responsibility to bring food for all these children. If the man is in financial strain, how it is he can afford, guys, to purchase McDonald's for all 4 of these kids. The man probably only have a $40 and could only buy for his son.
And you saying doubles too,
Yeah.
right? Maybe you financially stable enough to buy
but-
doubles for 2 doubles for 4 by 4, like 8 doubles, right? The doubles going up, you know.
Yeah, that was going up.
68 is 48.
No, why saying too?
Plus
is-
they go what sweet drink.
Why saying too is even if I bring in food, it had to be it's my choice.
Okay.
It's still my choice now.
I hear you.
If I say 2 weeks I bring thing for my son, and you know and then on the month or whatever, I know give him a little cream, and I decide
small
to
dust.
big up the rest of the children. It still should be my choice. It's not. It shouldn't be like I supposed to. I responsible for these other children. I mad talk.
So is it a situation where you could say, well, here what's going on? I know them back at children day, but I could only afford to feed. Where's mine?
Right.
Send them outside, let me take the car, let me carry my McDonald's. Because then too, you don't know if the gentleman was working and he just run away to job the thing, so you don't know if he had all last at that time to do that. You understand?
Ojo, good morning. If the man with the woman, by right, he should make the attempt to buy for both. If they are nothing and they are done, which is what it look like. Nah, he don't have to
Forget
do
that.
nothing and nothing in my opinion.
Forget that.
And the end of the day, where are the other children,
Guys,
fathers? Where are they?
Yo, blessed morning everybody. Hope everybody's safe. Boy, if I could make, I'm making grocery unless she provides something for all them children. If I can't make, everybody getting blank until, better could be done. But I ain't buying for one only the rest day, man. They children. You think what kind of heart I go have, boy?
You know it have another one on the way.
Morning, guys.
Eh?
I have 2 children and they have 2 different fathers. The mother in that instance is wrong because if she and the gentleman they are no longer together, he has no responsibility to her other than the responsibility of his son. It would have been a nice gesture, yes, but to me he's not obligated in any way to her other children because the other children would have fathers.
Yeah, facts.
And then to top it off, my daughter father don't give me nothing for her,
Hey.
so I don't really expect that he
Oh,
will be helping out
God.
with my son that is not young. So,
And
and it's the wrong man she put on blast. She's supposed to put the rest of the children father on blast, not the one that actually doing
At least
something
he's
for her
showing up,
son.
man. At least he's showing up.
What's up?
Funny thing about this woman,
Oh, no.
suppose her
No,
next
she barely
video,
talking and
hair
then talking
done,
because of the
nails
child.
done, and
No,
one
can't
set
hear
of
you.
eyelash on she face.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, boy. You can't hear.
He said she posts her next video with the hair done and eyelashes done. That's what he said.
Yeah, but that is not the lady. From what you're saying.
Yeah. What we trying to the crux of the matter is, if you was with a woman and she had children from before, however much children, and then you come after and you want to have a child, or they come another bus up, the child call you, message you in the morning and say, Daddy, you're hungry. You say, alright, cool, I go drop lunch for this now. You reach down there, 1 burger, 1 fries, 1 drink, because it's your child. And when you reach, you see him, meet you by the door and say, you only bring for 1, so what about the others? And you ball, well, all right, well, this is what I could afford. This is my hand. This is my child. I bring for this. And she take the food and she pitch it across the road. But don't bring nothing then.
A real petty, right?
Nah, me like all the juice skate across the road, boy. That one not me, boy. I say, yeah.
Imagine you spend that time. I know how old this small man is. Now, over a period of time, obviously, he would have at least built a bond with one or two of the other children, if they were together, no boy. Now, for small man to call and say, he alone hungry, and he didn't even mention his siblings.
So you say, Daddy, all are we hungry? How you could bring that to your father? Daddy, we hungry. Who is we?
As a sibling dog. Me and you struggling, you know mommy struggling. I go message my father and say, bring food for me alone? Eh? You care about your siblings, huh?
No, well, is your belly biting? Hey. Daddy, you could bring my dinner to me? You don't know. You understand? We don't know a man financial situation.
Then when in that situation too, the time that he probably spent with her, them children was used to tell you're not my daddy.
Yeah, that's the next thing too.
You're not my daddy. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my daddy.
And show long he PlayStation and all kind of
thing. Yeah,
so you ain't ready biting nice neither.
Damn.
Good morning. You see this topic? I've heard so many conversations around that people's opinion and everybody dogging the guy, but you don't know if the guy could have afforded to buy for all 4 kids. Also, on the flip side, if he can't afford to buy for all 4, he could have buy something off of the dollar menu for all 4 kids. Right? He could have make a better choice. I understand because anybody, if you're offering a child something, when offer one child, you'll offer all the children that's present. So that was a bit immature on his part. Although I still want to be on the side that he could have buy something cheaper, which would have stretched his money more and would have been able to give all 4 kids. Having said that, she as a mother, I find she handled that real wrong. She fling the food, she behave in that type of behavior in the presence of her children. And even if he bring one meal, why she didn't take it and share it with the children and let them know, listen,
one burger, boy?
This, we're going to share this, okay? And so that would have been a teaching moment for the siblings that whatever they have that to share it amongst themselves. And then have a conversation with him to decide as an adult. But that whole situation is wrong on both parts.
Yeah, you could see there's evidence of bitterness on both sides. Like they recently done. They recently bust up, and he leaves she in the cold. Like, listen, nice day.
To cut a burger in quarters, boy, and 4 fries each and a sip in his sweet drink.
What I would have tried to do, because even if she on food stamps, I would have tried and go to the court, try and get my child, because clearly she in a situation where she can't see body churn. If the children are hungry, Goofy.
That hard to get it.
And you waiting on food stamps, it clearly states
unless that child being
they can't take care of the child.
Well ill-treated. A court go take the child away from the mother,
Morning Ojo World, morning Bedfast Party. It's not about the Mars versus Venus, but I went to a Ministry of Forestry Division, San Fernando, and I just want to say to Mr. Randy Maraj, you guys are excellent workers. Listen, I went down there, they were so nice. I didn't even have change. Most government office you have to have exact change. Mr. Randy Maraj, he paid for my license. And to do some cutting, he paid for my license. He filled out the forms. He was really, really nice. Every single worker down there was so nice. I wish I have to go to Ministry of Forestry every day. Every day. You guys are excellent. You do a great job.
Alright, sure, sir. Randy sound like he could buy dinner special for all of you.
All 4 children?
Yeah, all 4 children getting dinner special.
I don't think it's his responsibility. I think that lady was in the wrong. And she was out to get him. She talking about, he know when food stamp coming and all that. That could have been part of she narrative, because remember she says she coming to show the world what he like. So she could have been playing that up too. But he bring his food for his child, which is his child, and he even offered for the child to come outside if she have a problem with it. She know he was coming. She know that she have other children. She could have make sure them have food, but she wanted to cause a bacchanal. So I think it's not her responsibility. She too boldface.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't, you know.
It have no win in that situation, you know.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
It have
Because
no win in that situation.
The other father or fathers, them not even with them.
It have no
And
win
the one who
because
actually
it's, no matter
come
how
in,
you go, people always look at it like, yeah, boy, you're only buy for one, boy, you're real cool, boy, cheering, boy. But in your mind, that is where my money could stretch,
Yeah.
and I see about my responsibility. Excuse. So, how it have no way you could win there.
Now you can't win as a man. You can't win in that situation.
And if you say to hell with that, all of the staff, then
You
they're gonna
can't
say,
do
well,
that.
you
You
can't do that
neither.
neither. So, what is the way out here? What is the way out?
The way out is the court.
Cut the burger in for.
The court is the way out. Your Honor,
I think I call me for a bag of rice. What is the way out here?
Your Honor, her standard of living can't take care of 3 children, so I'm willing to take my child. She will have extra food stamps to see what the rest of them.
Is feeding your child mother's other children your responsibility? That is what we're asking this morning.
Ojo, good morning. Kevin here from Long Island. I would buy a box of Cricks and 2 pack of Kool-Aid now, boy. And a bag of ice so she could cool herself. I mean, it's not my responsibility, but the children are innocent, you know?
Nah, boy, that could never be his responsibility. Because the man only have one child with you. He never put them buns in the oven. Where are the fathers of those other children? Why didn't go by them first? How you expect the man to be responsible for what he didn't produce, especially if it is he never had a relationship with them. If it is maybe he had some sort of relationship with them, you know, maybe, but at the end of the day, it is still not his responsibility.
Goofy, Rudy, morning. Wow, what's your man I drive, yes? Boy, this is a touchy one, boy. You know, he not obligated to bring for the others, but if you could, boy, try, you know. I mean, the children, it's children, no, boy, it's children. That no matter what any mother have, you're bringing for yours. You have to bring the same thing or bring a little something, make them feel, you know, a little nice. She can't vex, you know. He not obligated, you understand? But she can't vex if he doesn't.
But you see, there's also a financial aspect to this argument. Eh? If he hand could only reach that far, it's not everybody. Remember, it's a trying time for everybody. Eh? It might be the day before payday. Thing, man, you know, they have right now, you know, thing. You might have Borat and another stuff by that for all we know. He have all the money up by the SS. He really not having right now.
You think it was a spiteful thing too? Because
I want to feel just in having.
If they have the last child is their own, right? And the way that happened, it looked like they recently bust up. They recently bust up. So which means that he would have known her position. Which means that at some point in time, she was dependent on him in terms of providing for the household. Now that they bust up.
We are assuming, eh? Because
we are assuming.
Because we don't ever know where they can just be just
correct.
Just friendly and she never getting pregnant and
true.
You understand?
True.
He never really had no responsibility there. He never.
Well, I'm saying that child had to be of a certain age, past 3-4. If he bring in McDonald's, it can't be no baby.
Yeah.
You understand? So then they know each other a while.
Nah, but them trying to eat McDonald's, you know. Love the fries,
at 8 months.
No, it's a little toy too, boy. Like little toy, right?
In regards to the topic, I personally believe she lose a great opportunity to teach a valuable lesson of I am my sibling's keeper in the home. Because she's supposed to take that meal. If he's a man accustomed doing that, she's supposed to take that every time he bring that food divided by 4. Every single time. At some point in time, small man going and tell his father, Daddy, every time you bring food here for me, Mommy just divided by 4. You need to bring more, please. If you're bring for my brother and them, my sister and them, my brother and sister and them, because I just get less. I doesn't get the whole thing to eat. So homeboy will have to, he know what's going on anytime you bring food by here. The same temper, the same attitude, the same thing, all the hype and pelt with the food and just keep dividing it by 4. He go bring more at some point because you know he child and belly in full with that one burger, fries and a large drink.
Well, that's another way of looking at things, but like I say just now, the financial, maybe he cannot stretch there.
You know, them McDonald's, some of them McDonald's burgers small too, eh?
Yeah, you was at them 4?
Within 10 minutes, them trying hungry again. It's not burger joint. This burger joint, you could bust that up in 5.
Cannot do that.
Well, here what I saying is, I respect that mother because I was in a situation where I was the youngest. I was the oldest for my mother and my little sisters, two of us. And it traumatized me, boy, because I'm the oldest. You met her with a child. So if you're going to take care of yours and you know she had other children there, bro, only God can tell you, you have the others to look after too, bro. Because to this day, I still feel like the principle is you met her with a child or children, it's your turn to do whatever.
Well, it sound like the man who tell me a long time if you want the cow, you have to accept the calf. But every situation is different. People handle situations different, and we don't know if the man hand could stretch all day.
What you would have do?
What I would have done, boy? Again, it depends on my pocket.
Right.
Now, of course, nobody want to watch children go hungry.
Of course not.
Nobody not going to do that. But if it's all I could do at the time, and my daughter or whoever call and say, boy, daddy, I'm hungry, bring some for me. When I dip in my pocket, it's lint. And I scrape out smallest and I buy something that I could afford. You understand? No, if I haven't, let everybody eat. Everybody eat something.
So what I'm saying is, you wouldn't think about stretching your $7 just to make sure that, you know, outside of your child, the other 3 children get something. Well, you're spending the same amount of money, you know.
Right.
But you're just stretching so that it could reach to all 4. Even her, because you know if mommy eat.
No, she ain't nothing.
She ain't nothing.
Yeah, spin.
Boy,
Morning, Audio World. Here's the thing. She strike me as one of them baby mothers that, let's say, is reversed. She is the baby father new girlfriend, and the baby father tell her that, listen, you know, I took some food for my son, and I take a couple things for his siblings. She gonna carry on. Well, why don't she other man and them? How come they father can't? Why you gotta be father to all of them? This is good for the guy there, baby.
I can't believe you're doing me that, Dexter. I can't believe you're doing me that.
Next time we are doing.
Oh, God.
Short of the story is Rudy and Goofy. She need to stop spreading she leg and making children for all these different men that she cannot afford. That's the long and short of it. And she need to be putting the children's father on blast who not taking care of their children.
Oh, God, no.
So she's a clothespin then.
No.
Hello, good morning, Ojo. All I could say, I didn't vote for them children.
Right.
What it is. What it is.
All you.
What?
It's our children on the way to
what
school.
What it is. What?
Keep it PG-13.
So Goofy, you ain't go climb a little mango tree self?
Them children watch out to eat.
What's saying your pocket can't reach, right?
Back on them green this time of the year, you know, so they colic, you know.
Nah, nothing. They belly go be full though. Climb a little mango tree. Catch a little 2-3 orange somewhere. Think that you know could stretch. He could have buy 5 pack ramen. He could have get more ramen than that for $7.
Don't need children and he call daddy, I hungry, I want McDonald's. Alright, I come in, you know.
I was going in the grocery, I can tell you that. You know, if it wasn't no malice thing and me vex and thing and whatever, I was going with that $7 in the grocery.
And see where you can get.
I wasn't going to no McDonald's.
Tin of corned beef, bag of rice.
Corned beef, some ramen thing. And you know, they must have that.
Alright.
It's a kind of Tanto thing too, my son eating burgers.
You feel it's a Tanto thing?
I feel it have a war there.
No, but I don't.
It have a war there between
burger and fries
both of them.
in the US is not no Tanto thing.
No, I'm saying in that particular instance, in that situation there, to bring
McDonald's
for one child alone.
To me, on first step, it look like boy, he on the walk, he on the job site, and small man was or your daughter, daddy are hungry, I not coming in now. And he just run and get the first thing he see,
true.
Bring it in. He not studying well. It's all of this I had to face. You know, he said to go back on work.
I would have going to grocery, but I just.
And what I would also like to know is if she will have a problem with him just picking up his son to carry him out. Because if she having a problem that he just bring food for his son, I think she might have a problem with him just carrying out his son alone as well.
All yeah, it's food, you know.
Yeah.
Ojo, good to see the whole panel. I ain't even got nothing more to say because the last caller, the lady that called, she said everything. Because you never know the guy's situation. You don't know what it is with them because, you know, the kids always be the victim. And, of course, he could have shared whatever it is if they were really concerned about it. So it wasn't really about the food in a way. And to be petty, I would have asked the greatest question. You got McDonald's money? Anyway, Ojo.
Yeah? We're asking the question, is it your responsibility to feed the children of your children's mother? So you met her, she has 2 or 3 others. You come now and you make it 4. Or they boss up. Your child call and say, Daddy, you're hungry. Say, I'm coming in now.
Yeah.
You bring something for him
or
her to eat.
You want a number 1?
You want number 1?
Come in.
No pickles. All right. On the way. You leave work. You reach down there. When you reach now, you see him meet you by the pavement and you only bring for 1.
Yeah.
What about the others? You're stinking so and take up your bar and fling it in the road.
You eat the burger, eat fries, and then you had the little car. What are you doing? So in front of the train. In front of the sibling.
Small man boy, look what my daddy buy me. You understand? Hey. And you see him beating up.
And to the last point, why is she busy on social media when it is she in that position? Why not go out and apply yourself to try and make her life a little better for you and your kids? But you know, people have the thing. I don't know what it is going on in Chile, so I can't say extensively.
At the end of the day, she's supposed to not throw away the food. 1, 2, that food could have shared between the other siblings, and nobody know that. For me, this food would have shared amongst the other siblings. Nobody would have know that is one portion of everything he bring, because everybody go in and get a little bit and eat. So throwing away the food was wrong in all form, all fashion. Even if he bring, you don't know his pocket. And if you was with the man, you know that the man, you know what he could afford. So if he bring 1, thank God he bring, everybody eating from that one. I ain't throwing it away.
The main thing, he bring food. He bring the food. So I don't understand. He bring food. At least he ain't like some of them. You call daddy, I'm hungry, and you still didn't see them. He still went and brought something.
And are you hungry too?
Again, my thing is, it seems like I don't want to say a financial burden, but if my hand cannot reach,
it is a financial burden. You
to
want to
feed
make it song? It is a financial
bread
burden.
going up, doubles going up.
3 other children.
Yeah. I 4 mouths to feed them.
3 other children, mate.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot on my plate.
Yeah.
And all hustling LPH here in my car.
What I would say too is I give the brother a little respect too though. You have to put some respect on his name for keeping his composure.
Nah, he had composure on the job site.
Yeah, he had the composure.
He maintained composure on the job site. He never lose the thing, he never cuss and carry on and make a scene and 2 of them rango tango in the road.
He look like he accustomed.
Nah, like he deal with you a while.
He look like he accustomed, and he say, no, as he see the thing flinging in the road, they say, alright, cool.
Because he even said, when I say, you know what, well, alright, if this is a situation, send him out or her out.
Yeah.
And we go eat in the car now. And
Yeah,
wait
we
for
wait
the
in the
others.
car, correct.
Because he's trying to find a middle ground here.
I personally would not do that, but I respect him for the decision.
At that point, what you going to do? You don't reach
You can't do nothing.
You understand? So you're trying to...
Goofy.
He's trying to avoid
confrontation
to
corned beef? You ever stretch a corned beef, daddy? A corned beef could feed 10 people if you know how to stretch it. A corned beef and a pack of macaroni.
Knock on would have been fortunate enough in my life that I never had those kind of issues. But I understand.
Soya beef and corned beef and thing, them thing
the
that
economic
stretch by
situation a lot of people are in right now. People may have lost their jobs. The pandemic. You're working to try this to see about yourself and what is yours. And you really care. See for nobody else. You carry shit. So they have no win. And again, it's children too. Nobody want to see a child go hungry or children. If you can make, well, all right, everybody.
Corned beef, ketchup and water.
And make it happen. And make it happen.
Feed any masses,
Like Christ.
The morning breakfast party, great is the art form. If she collecting food stamp and she in the US, she getting she food stamp on time. And even if it don't fall on a day, she will get it days before. Very rare. And as for she flinging the food, she's something else. She could have shared it. And if she and the man was jamming and they break up and whatever, he really only entitled to his own child. But first of all, I ain't going with no woman with no set of baggage. So I won't even be in that situation to wonder how that baby mama would react if she have like 3 different baby fathers and I'm number 4. That ain't working out. That is just a jam and run. Bye.
All right.
You could have
That's a whole next issue, they know. But I mean, life don't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. Many a time you go and meet a woman, she already has a child or 2. That's how it does go.
She seemed to be in a very frustrated place, trying to see about all them 4 children.
Yeah, that's a lot about, especially if you ain't working.
Yeah, especially if you ain't working and you depending on the government. But imagine Josiah get his burger and he drink, right?
And the Sean hungry.
And he walk inside and he put a little placemat on the table.
And Josiah, Jaden, Jason, and
Gerald.
Burger.
Yeah. And them
the name is Jay.
Josiah, can I get peace?
Watch man, that fries, and she bust that fries so somebody fries skate out the bag. And he's still taking the time and ripping the ketchup in the mouth.
I can get peace, Josiah.
Wendy.
Ojo World, good morning. Super in the building. I feel that.
And if you sit to hell with that, all of the staff. Now, yeah, that's enough of that one. Yeah, that's enough of that one. Yeah, you don't know when you're sending it.
You had to think about it on a bigger level too. Because if he was to buy the food one time, he had to buy the food all the time. He had to continuously buy the food when he come in for everybody. And think about this now. You have a son there. Suppose he decide he want to buy a bike for his son. He had to buy a bike for all. How it's gonna work out? That thing won't work out at all. He's gonna end up spending 4 times more than what he's supposed to spend every time.
Well, you better learn to tow because there's one bike coming there.
If it's a man like Nick Cannon,
yeah,
and you're just spreading your seed all over the place.
And when Nick had be able to see, Nick could see what he did.
But if he's a man now, yeah, that would one. Nick Cannon see him.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me go down
there. Good morning, Ojo. If the man had to take she to court for all them children, the court will not give him the responsibility of the other 3. Only the one that he had with she. Them other man she had with have with them children. Them is who responsible. So the only responsibility is he 1 child, and under the court is only 1 child.
Yeah. Boy, don't get tired of that. If you depend how you think, if you was married with a woman and thing and she had that child and you was taking care of that child and you call that child like look my next single Sunday or whatever the case might be and you end up in the court, you could end up in some responsibility there.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to know where you're for it.
For sure.
Guys, man, hey, Goofy. Happy morning, man. Happy morning to you, man. Hear this. Any man who could call or think or feel or say that man don't have an obligation to them rest of children, there is not men at all. I don't care what nobody tell me at the end of the day. A man is a man, and these women want to put itself with men who thinking like boys. You could never tell me you bring in something for your child and them other children there. Hell no. Better go negotiate and buy something and let me cook. You understand? But you see, sometimes the woman and them just turn your mind, but you can't study that. You can't study that. You can't study that. You can't study that. You can't feed one and leave the rest hungry. That not being a man. I'm sorry. Roddy, blessings, my brother.
Yeah, Cookie, we hear you. And we just and that would you would think everybody is like that, but again, my thing is we don't know how much money this man have. I repeated myself, we don't know how much this man could spend. We can't take it for granted, well, boy, he having and he just selfish and just bring forward. Nah. And then he could say, well, boy, as the man will say before, if I spend this $30 US here now, or let me say it's Trinidad and I spend 40, so it's 40 by 4 is 160. Every time I go there, I spend 1. I don't have that. I don't have. So we here. But we have to take the economics into consideration.
My son would have had to take a little lash for his siblings because he wasn't, as I say, he wasn't getting no McDonald's.
Corned beef.
Yeah, you would have get something to try. Grocery boy, you had to go in the grocery store by the parlor.
Bread and cheese.
I'm telling you.
Mopsy biscuit and chubby.
Them kiss thing with the little cheese paste in the middle there. Yeah, boss up that. You can't. To me, if you eating McDonald's in front of it, no way. I'm not saying that you obligated it, but you could stretch at 7. You could stretch at $7 US, man. You could stretch it.
I plenty to stretch, you know.
Yeah. You not obligated. You don't have to do it every single time. But if you're treating your son to a little McDonald's, tell mommy I'm coming for him. I'm coming for you, baby. And we going and go and we go.
Come back with McDonald's, assault and a crumb wrong your mouth.
I went out with my father. And how you playing with the toy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mars versus Venus. We back here. We asking. But we don't know if you saw the video where a gentleman pulled up to a house and he was walking with a burger, fries, and a drink at McDonald's for his child. But he was met by his CM.
The Fury.
Yeah. Who was in a rage because she has 3 other children. And he only brought food for his child. So we asking, is it your responsibility to feed all of those children? Or you just go and see what way is yours?
Even though everybody living on that one roof and everybody hungry.
It's a fine. Also, we asking, obviously it's an economic strain. Is it a burden to have to buy for 4 right through?
Knowing mommy can't provide it.
You understand?
Mommy can't.
Do you set the precedence and bring you bring for everybody today, you bring for everybody tomorrow, then is she expecting you to bring for everybody right through?
Right true.
And as a man say, if I buy for Christmas, I buy for a bike?
Nah, forget that.
So we asking,
fire for that.
who responsibility it is?
Yeah, the kids deserve better.
No, Lord.
Yeah, the parents struggling, the system tough. Let me try and do better. Everybody. Each one teach one, reach one.
Okay. Because we central team.
So this is where we teach and trend, boy. To be selfish, just look after your own. Nah, I ain't for that.
Well, let's start. Morning.
Morning, Ojo family. Panel, we speculating too much on this thing. And here what is going on. At the beginning of this video, the young lady let we know, listen, look my child father coming. And the word she used is, he does only and always, when he come in, bring food for his child alone. So while she putting him on blast, he doing wrong to her because he accustomed bringing food for his son. I'm not saying he obligated to bring food for all the rest of the children, but it's something he accustomed doing. So whether it's once a week, twice a week, wherever the case may be, once he go and he meet you wherever she is, he does carry food for his child alone. Because she let me know that at the beginning of the video. It's something he does always do.
Big man thing. That man. Yo, so me, I was in a similar situation. When I first come foreign, my baby mother already had 2 kids. But when I meet she, boom, she's wicked. We start dating. So if I bring in food for, it isn't before we had kids. But at the end of the day, I can't just bring food for one and not bring for the rest. But that's just me. But on the same end, that girl on makeout scene, putting him on the camera and doing all this extra. Nah. I told him, even if I come over there and I bring none, you had to hold it on. That's what it is. But I was never the one to just bring food for mine. Well, we was never in a situation like that because we remember baby mother was together till she passed. But yeah. But that video looked like, he's a young star. You can't really tell your face block out. Certain people don't got it. He probably thinking, them in my churn, we ain't together no more. Why bring it for them? And like the other gentleman said, big man thing. Hey man, it take a long time for a man to be a big man. Life experience, understanding, and all them kind of things. So, but what I really get me vexed is that whole point the camera make out. So you got me on the end, what? Nah. But yeah, so the life is now. Ojo to the world. Respect,
yeah, brother.
Manners. To all massive and crew in Trinidad. Yeah.
Me and Manny make out scene, me like how she pitched the drink, man.
Yeah.
The burger fries is mountain reach across the road.
That was to just
so no, nobody can eat nothing.
Point.
Nobody can eat nothing.
Nothing. But Goofy, I hear people making reference to bicycle, like, it's not a phone, It's not like you buy a phone for your youth or you buy a G.I. Joe toy. That is a totally different conversation. It's the food we talking about, boy. That is essential, boy. Yeah. That is essential. And me, if I sit on my job site and my son reach out to me, or I accustomed going every Friday and dropping something for him, and I know to myself, he brother and sister and them hungry too, I'm not buying no burger to carry for him. Like, that is a lesson in itself for the youth. If you know you live with mommy and you know mommy struggling, I can't do it, boy. That is not good. That you're not setting the right precedence there for your children. If you think it's okay for him to sit down and eat a nice juicy double stack burger with bacon and cheese and it melted.
Big fries.
Big fries,
Big
big cup
Cokes.
of, big cup of Cokes.
Yeah.
And sit down and eat it in front of your brother and sister, and you know they're hungry.
With
boy,
the toy
don't
too,
boy.
eh?
With the toy, boy.
SpongeBob.
Yeah. And the vehicle, you can't forget the vehicle. You can't forget that.
Good morning, Ocho. Good morning, Scandal Team. I saw that video, and as a mother, if I can afford it, and I can't tell the man how much to spend, or if what if he cannot afford it, I would have cut that burger and split that fries and explain to that child, share with your brother and your sister. Sharing is caring.
That's what mommy was supposed to do if she
All
realized the man
of
had
the
no
saying is
understanding.
good, but keep one thing in mind too. We here in Trinidad grew up differently. We grew up with cousin and thing, and we grandmother were mining we, and we learned to share amongst ourselves. You understand? We grew up here in Trinidad like that. American culture different.
Big man thing, no matter what is in my picnics and them, my child, any day that he brothers, his sisters and them, and the day the parents and that around, them is the ones be looking after him.
Okay.
So I will be blessing all of them as his minds because them growing up to each other, they growing up with each other and to respect. And I always show them no matter if your father is buying for mine, I buy for all. And so I am on his move. I ain't buying for my child, my daughter, he brother and sister watching me like he's a king. Nah, all equal. And son, if I can't provide for all, I don't come in through until I can provide for all. That big man thing, that causing rivalry against siblings.
Well, that's our next thing too. You know, there are men who are real petty. A man will go with a woman and she had a child before, she had a boyfriend before, and she had children, you know, and the man gave static. You come in, boy, you would think and whatever back and with you and the man because he was there before. So now you have to bring you're still in with the woman, you make a child with her. And you said, boy, I have to feed this man child who wanted to boss man.
Yeah.
And how kind of back of that?
Just because all in jamming again. Just because all in jamming again.
You understand? So it have plenty ways to look at it. And it have men who don't think, who does this thing right in front of them and narrow.
Oh, strap up, boy. Strap up. What you doing now, boy? Eh? You struggling, you woman struggling. Strap up now. You gotta take that same $7 and buy a whole case of rubbers, boy.
You don't like the work like that, Brody. Come on.
That's the next thing too. You don't get food stamps late in this country. I don't know what state she in, but if the other states are like New York, you don't get food stamps late. You might get it a day before. But late, no. And if it's three children or 4 children plus her, she getting well over $1,000 in food stamps. And if you could cook, you will get a lot of food. For $1,000 in any supermarket, especially if you go to BJ's or Costco's. Because yes, BJ's and Costco's are now accepting food stamps. So I don't even know how she could run out of food. She's getting well over $1,000.
Hungry. Sure, never really to know.
Wow, boy.
I don't know how the food stamp thing does work, to be honest with you. So I don't want to speak on that.
Anyway, for you, I don't know no food stamp either.
Hello, good morning. Another thing is you have to see who you mate with. You have to always see who you're partnering up to have a baby with. I mean, I had an older son. His father wasn't financially stable like that. But then when I had my younger son, his father was more than happy to step in and help out. He never said, it's not my child. He never said nothing. He actually considered him to be his son as well. When he took his son for a haircut, he took my older son for a haircut. Ladies, sit back and watch the men that you're dealing with. And I'm not even saying that this particular man was wrong, because I believe he was right on all levels. On all levels. She's the one that seemed like she had an attitude, or she's the one that seemed like she was very petty and disrespectful.
If you want the cow, you have to accept the calf. If you come and meet today, so.
I'm a little petty too. If I was in that situation, I say, so you want me to give my son a burger?
Damien.
Oh, you
can't. Evans,
so you can't feed the children, but your internet to post me, ain't? Why ain't call
your smartphone? Yeah, your smartphone.
Why ain't call the internet? Your smartphone to record me where you can't see about the
buy phone card.
Eh?
To pull me up.
Just call my son outside for me, please. Are you going to take a drive with it?
Taylor from Maryland. That man is doing his job. She is wrong. Women in America are very disrespectful. We don't know if the other children does disrespect the father like how the mother doing it.
Yeah, boy. That's a lot to deal with too, eh?
Shoot on my PlayStation, boy.
Come on, real feisty there.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to get through all the voice notes, guys. There's a lot.
Family that really like to meet me in the early wise. I'm only like woman with children, boy.
Oh my God. Oh my
God.
God.
Who's this boy that anyway?
Somebody said, I think I came across a little harsh. All the kids need to eat, but young keep making kids that can't afford and want someone else to be responsible for the kids. If he was petty, he was wrong, but she was also wrong. I hate to see kids suffer. Let me see.
But she have to know how to stretch. You see, that kind of ranking thing, nothing's for that.
Hey, that man who just called and said Trinidad people grew up different from foreign, boss man, is the same thing, my brother. Brother, it's the same thing. Them doing the same thing we doing. Auntie, tanty, cousin, everybody raising everybody. Same. No matter where you go, black folks is same all over the place. I don't care where you go. Because I live in Trinidad all my life and now I'm living in foreign the second half. So, yeah, same thing, different day, boss man.
Good morning, guys. Goofy Goof.
Morning, lover.
I saw that video. I didn't watch it to the entirety because I have a problem with seeing big people behave like children in front of children. And then she put up a second video saying that she stand by her behavior, blah, blah, blah. And I felt like that's a conversation she could have had with him on the side. So many different things could have been done in that situation. She could have split up the food between them. She could have told him, well, you know, you could have bring a pizza. Pizza would have been able to be split between the children. It is really not his responsibility because they are broken up. If they were together, is one thing. Because you can't love the cow and then love the calf. But come on, fair is fair. And he is the one that is showing up out of all of her baby daddies. Like, come on.
Joel, good morning. It's very easy to make an assumption based on just, small snippets of videos, but the same way how she mentioned that her stamps don't come until a couple of days, we don't know what his pockets look like. And what she probably should have done is take shame out your eye and tell Emmanuel, hey, I know your son asked you for McDonald's, but, them other kids here with me, would you be able to? But honestly, I still don't think he's obligated to because they're no longer together. I'm sorry. Nikki from New York here.
Hey guys, I have to apologize. I can't play all the voice notes. We got to go.
Real voice.
Real voice today. I apologize. Thanks everybody who chimed in and gave their opinion on this Mars versus Venus. Guys, we're making our way out of here.